Anor tonight. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. I just got off work a few minutes ago. Had to go eat some quick supper. Which, don't tell my boss, I started while I was still on the clock. Because, hey, microwaves are a thing. Why are we on Anor? Because, chat, dear chat, Anor has leveled up. Until this morning, Anor's level cap was 120, and you could not do any content from Minas Morgul onward. I'm here to tell you that is no longer the case. So we are going to pick up with Mordor Besieged, get as far as I can through the epic story. And I may or may not have spent a considerable amount of time during my lunch break today quickly leveling my exploring crafts because you know me in Mordor Besieged, I love the Minas Ithil Skarn. We're going to be stopping and hitting those a lot. The wood not so much, but we're still probably going to do some enough to level again. However, there was a question posed earlier today. It's a question that's been on a bunch of people's minds, and I tossed it into Lotro Stream Slack today to see if I could get an answer out of Cordova as to what the hell's going to happen with Anor once another few months have passed, and it's time for their final jump in terms of getting caught up to the current story, because in 3 or 4 months, I don't... Well, 3 or 4 months from now, let's see, it's April. So that would be like September, August or September. I'm thinking 4 or 5. Because April's the 4th month, so add 4, that's going to be 8, that's going to be August. 9 is September. So somewhere between like, let's give it a 3 month, let's give it a 3 month, a quarterly sort of thing. So the next time Anor should jump should probably be no later than October. And technically by then, we should hope to be hearing news about whatever the next expansion of Lotra is going to be. Standing Stone has made no comments about any hints about what's coming next big on the horizon. They are laser focused on the upcoming 15th anniversary, as well they should be. Which is supposed to start next week, literally a week from today. I will be in freaking Boston if all goes well. Actually, all should go well, assuming nothing goes awry. I will be in Boston this time next week. And there is kind of hope that I might hang out with some folks who work at Standing Stone. I already have vague plans to go hang out with my old friend MVP. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with him and his wifey. And Professor Corey is coming down to PAX for the Saturday, so I do hope to go hang out with him, his missus, the other Dr. Olsen, who's much more formidable than him. She's a medical doctor. And their younger kiddo, because their elder kiddo is now away for college. And maybe I can talk Cordovan into coming downtown and hanging out with us, I don't know. In the meantime, we're going to go pick up with Mordor Besieged, Chapter 11 of the Black Book of Mordor. So, some of this content, once we get past, we're going to be playing some stuff that I had played in the fairly near recent past on other characters, but this will be the first time I'll be doing this on Anor because this wasn't available today. And so, I'm actually wondering, chat, if we're going to wind up in a situation, much like we did when Anor made its last jump, and added the Iron Hills and Arid Mithrin, and extended the level cap to 120, whether some bits of that upcoming content will be flagged as a restricted space that you can't go there. So we're going to do a little experiment, chat. We're going to ride to Elderslade and see if we get kicked out. That's what we're going to do first. And if we don't get kicked out, we'll go back to the Bjorninghus, which is where my character is right now. In Grimbjorn's Lodge, hanging out with Gandalf. And we're going to go explore and see if we do get kicked out. I know we cannot get into Gundabad, except I believe you can do the Gundabad missions, the Jalruka Alliance Allegiance, because that's level 20 and higher. We'll find out. So, the main reason why I think anecdotally I hear most other people play on Anor is because they want the goodies that you get for hitting level cap and the other goodies you get for hitting finishing the epic story. So we've got to go all the way to the end of War of Three Peaks in order to find out what that is. So we're gonna do a check real quick. Gandalf is here with his quest ring. You notice
we find ourselves in a curious position.
So this character has long since found the Shade of Isildur and realized who he is. But we still don't know who Vagari is. I'm not actually going to use that. I don't think it actually matters on this server. Let me go check, actually. Yeah, I have done absolutely nothing with the LI system on this server. As you can see, none of this is unlocked. Mainly because I haven't hardly played this character. Snorblum! Oh my god, I haven't talked to you in forever. You've been able to do the Gundabad mission since they came out? Sweet. Alright. So, I got my leafy feet on. I'm not going to show you that I was actually crafting on my lunch break earlier today to make sure that I could progress into the next tier of stuff. So, Golthava was hiding the Shade of Isildur for 3,000 years. Alright, we finally can pick up Chapter 11 of the Black Book of Mordor. However, we're going to take a run to the north because I want to see. Because I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers, chat, when they first added the Iron Hills and Arid Mithrin to Anor. They forgot to lift the restricted flags off of the Vale of Anduin here. And so you come through the forest gate, past Velagoth, and you got punted to your starting area. So we're going to go check real quick. We're going to ride north. And we're going to go see if we can ride all the way to the Elder Slade. Because theoretically, according to what Standing Stone told us, everything up to and including the Blood of Azog, which is the interlude in War of Three Peaks, was available. Actually, everything in the War of Three Peaks was available, including the interlude. So let's find out where we stand. You know, I'm actually not going exactly the right way, but that's okay. It's pretty. It's the Vale of Anduin. We're happy. We'll come back and talk to Elrond in a hot second. We're going to go into dangerous territory here, chat, because the Elder Slade is a level 130 area, or leading up to level 130. So we're going to see a lot of super dangerous mobs, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to pull up Professor Corey, and I'm just going to ride and keep riding, and if I get dismounted, I'll just keep running. If I get killed, then I'll res, and then, what else? We'll see how it goes. So this stuff was not supposed to be available. Because this is all like high level stuff up here. See, everybody's purple. Everybody's purple. So we can get to the Wells of Langflood without any issue. That's awesome. I'm gonna go check and see real quick. Do I have any mithril coins? I have 3. That's not gonna help very much. How you been, Snorblum? Hope you've been well. I'm going to call myself the Legend of Anduin, because that's the title you get for having completed... I forget why you got that. You either got it for completing the epic, or you got it for hitting 120. So we'll see how it goes. I just want to set foot in the Elder Slade and see what happens. And then we'll actually go do some story. So I'll be playing this character on Friday on the official. And maybe also Saturday night. Because I actually don't want to spend a huge amount of time going through the story and whatnot. I just want to get the story done. Because Anor is a weird sort of server in that there's hardly anybody ever on it. Right now, this is the highest number of people that have been on Anor forever. So I'm fully expecting as soon as people are doing exactly what I'm doing, which is hitting cap, finishing the epic, they go back to their regular server. Alright. Life has been complicated. I hear ya. I was out of work for 2 months because I got furloughed at my company, but got called back last week, so 2 months early. Because it was supposed to happen in late May, early June, so... and so, yeah, things are a little bit wacky. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, we're still in the wells. Never mind. I keep forgetting that's not the bridge to the Elder Slade. There's still one more bridge to go. And I have so little health on this character. It's amazing. So I functionally only play this one character on Anor because I'm completely transparent about the fact that I'm only here for whatever goodies you get to take back to your regular worlds. Like this Blaze of Hope thing you get for hitting level 65. We'll see how it goes. See what cool goodies we got. And I'll post them on social. I remember Nathrian, who used to do a lot of Lojo cosmetic content creation stuff, would blaze through this content and just get all the information really super quickly. I will not be blazing through very quickly because I level very slowly as a general rule. But my interest here is to try my best to do well. And I'm on a hunter, so hunters go birth. They'll kill things pretty quickly. And we'll see. So I should be able, theoretically, I should be able to go to Anakurfu. So that's going to be my goal. Once I pass into the Elder Slade, I'm going to go to Anakurfu, unlock the Stable Master there, and then use that Swift Travel Stable Master to go someplace else, probably down to Holtvis, and then go from Holtvis to Bjorninghus. So that's my goal. That is where we're going. So I did ask Cordovan in Slack earlier today, because I want to know the answer to the question. I know other people want to know what the hell's going to happen to Anor when it's time for their next jump, because unless they stretch out the time that before the next jump happens, they're going to hit it before their next expansion. It's just Lojo expansions have tended to be in October/November, almost into December, like close to American Thanksgiving, basically. So, here we go. Here we go. Here's the proof of the pudding. Okay, I'm not getting punted. I'm actually kind of disappointed. Alright, let's go to Anakurfu to get the Stable Master, and then we'll bounce our way back. Because we only have to go right here. Ooh, I should stop to pick an edible indigo leaf, but I'm not gonna bother. Look at all those beautiful people. Alright. Okay, I can go to War 3 Peaks without having to discover it. Good, good. Okay, so let's go back to where we're supposed to be. And as you can see, I have not gone back to the troll shots to redo my things there. And it looks like I'm kind of out. Yeah, kind of. Let's go to Scarhold. I'll go from Scarhold to Holtmist. right. So, I have been working on a piece of art that I intend to give to Standing Stone next week. It is a gift. It's not something they commissioned because they can commission actual professionals. But this is my way of saying thank you to the team for 15 years of chicanery in this game, because I have been playing this shit for 15 years. I am one of the OGs of Lotro. There's a reason my main is named Phoenix. Hi, Durin. I'm gonna pat Durin on the head. We'll get to you soon enough, sir. Okay.
Greetings.
Greetings. I know I've never been there. You can't use this travel unless you're level 130. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Hold this. That's what I need. Let's go. Because I don't have a Bjorny who's quick travel. Because I'm not grinding rep. I should probably grind more rep to get the guides. Hunter. Because Hunter. I'm not honestly too fussed about it. Really not. Okay. We're not going to do a full 3-hour stream tonight. Mainly because Professor Corey will be on at 10 or so. Probably 2 hours from now. A little bit less than that. Oh, look. Estadlan. I keep saying Estadlan.
Do not fear the darkness.
And it's Esteladlan.
We never will.
I keep saying the wrong name. I'm just gonna keep doing that. I try to be respectful, but my god. So we're having fun today. Had a little bit of an adventure at work. Nothing bad. It's just a lot. There's one of our projects. One of our clients is dealing with a massive technical issue that's not their fault. And so, it's actually why they brought me back early, is because they needed more people on the damn phones. Alright, we're gonna go talk to Elrond, who's hanging out over here. As soon as he spawns in. Look at all these beautiful deeds that I have. So my catch-up completionist character has gotten to Enidwythe, which makes me very happy. So I have completed all of the deeds of the Wildwood. And I decided to leave Yondershire and the Angle for later, because I'm not catching up in those areas if they're so new. I mean, even Wildwood is a little bit of a push, but I really wanted to get the Breeland deed in my deed tracker to say 100% complete again. So, yeah, no. Alright, Master Elrond. The depths of Kids Ulkala, we're not doing the raid.
I expected these words.
So Elrond knows what... See, the really fascinating thing is the second time you play through this content, knowing what the hell happened the first time, you'd be like, oh, and then you can truly appreciate the plot hooks that Jeff Libby, Maid of Lions, put in this story. Like, you know, Isildur, you know, acknowledging Gandalf, and, you know, and this whole notion of, like, Gandalf got referred to as a different name by Vagari the Wanderer. So, it's like, going through it a second time, I'm like, the hell? It's such a great story. Alright. And now we have to find out more about Magoldir the Elf, whose name appeared frequently in the Black Book of Mordor. But Elrond doesn't remember him. He cannot have been high in the Council of Gil-galad. I surely remember him? No, that is unfair. Many were the heroes who fought alongside the last alliance of every kind. Elves, men, Durin's folk, and even some of the Hold Budlin. Hobbits. Chat. You know... Alright, let's get the microphone up here. We're gonna go sexy jazz voice. So, there's a bunch of people who are getting really fucking pissed because there's hobbits in the Second Age in the Amazon TV series. They're like, what the fuck? How are hobbits in the Second Age? I recently cracked open my copy of Fellowship of the Ring, and in the very first sentence or paragraph of the prologue. It says hobbits were an ancient race. It's in the fucking books, but doesn't say Second Age specifically. However, if you're saying that they're an ancient race in a book that has elves and wizards and shit in it, guess what? The hobbits are in the Second Age. And I'm thinking, Lodra did that 2 years ago. Lodra did that years ago. Been there, done that. And also, they have hunters wearing antlers on their backs. Anyone who's hung out with the Earthkin, aka the Jorthkin, be like, Lodra did that 15 fucking years ago. And that's why I'm thoroughly amused at people losing their fucking shit over hobbits being in the Amazon TV series. Because, guess what? Lodra did it before you. Before. Anyway. Okay. So Elrond doesn't remember. And, ooh, as a high elf, he says, you sustained your own injury at Daggerlad, and it kept you from the siege of Barad-dûr that can... Have I done this? I have done this on my Bjorning, actually. And... I don't think I've done it on... I haven't done it on a non-high elf. Except I did it at the Bjorning, but I don't remember what this said for a Bjorning. Alright. Alright, let Gandalf gird himself against disappointment if that be so. Should ask Glorfindel to come with. He was also there. Alright. Let's go hang out. Look at all these other people. Amazing other people. Alright. Wait, why do I... Oh. Alrighty. You'd like to travel to Kitsukala and question Gothalva yourself. Okay. I don't think we're actually going to wind up doing that quest. I'm focusing instead on talking to Glorfindel and following the epic.
Margol, dear. The name is familiar, but not for any particular deed or duty.
Okay, he was a warrior in Gilgalad's train. Okay. It is Gandalf's desire for knowledge that compels him to pursue this course. He wishes to oppose the will of Karazgar. He believes that uncovering the secrets of the Black Book of Mordor will prove crucial to the aim, but I don't know that I agree. Sometimes knowledge is buried for a reason. Yep. Glorfindel? Sir? Okay, so... Glorfindel, of course, is hinting at what we will discover at some point here in the near future on this character. Alright. Oh, you're concerned for Gandalf. Oh, that's very kind. So Glorfindel, of course, knows from whence Gandalf came. And so does Elrond. And what is my reputation with these folks, real quick? I apparently have no... Well, I'm a neutral with the Wilder folk, so... Alas. Alright. Let's go and meet with everybody down there. Alright, get to ride my pretty white horse. Yeah, we're not going to Kitsukala, so I'm just going to remove that and deal with that later. What time of day is it here? It is 4 dawn, so it's almost actually dawn. Rabbit! I should have just ridden down to Holtvist, though. Do I have the jump by... I'm fairly sure that I have jumped at the chance as my title. Yeah, I did. I made that jump. Though I did get the title most recently on a character that didn't make the jump. I landed on the pillar, but I didn't stop in time and fell off the pillar, but they still gave me the title, so that's kind of cool. Get to listen to the beautiful music of Mr. Bill Champagne, who has, by the way, had at least 3 tracks on Bull Roar right now. 3 new pieces of music exploring the themes of the Yondershire, which is the new zone coming to the game next week in time with the anniversary and Update 33. Update 33 will also bring a bunch of new classes to be completely free in the game. And that would be Runekeeper, Warden, and Bjorning free to all accounts, and also making the High Elf free to all accounts. And all of the content up to and including Helm's Deep at level 95, free to all accounts. And if you are a subscriber, while you're subscribed, you will also have access to all of the expansion content from Mordor, Minas Morgul, and the War of Three Peaks while you're a subscriber. You'd only have to buy Gundabad, which is pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. And it makes the game more in line with other MMOs of similar age. It's definitely something that's brought in a lot of goodwill from the player base, because I'm just hoping it's not like a little too late kind of situation, because I would imagine a lot of people had already purchased those particular items for their accounts, so you never know. But we'll have to see what happens for future content, to see if future expansions, if they advance what's available, like whenever the next expansion comes out, if they're going to advance and make Gundabad free to VIPs when they move on. We don't know. They have not announced anything, but it's a little bit surprising, but maybe not so much, that we're currently looking at knowing only what's going to happen in the next few months because of the way they're doing the producer letters. But it seems a little bit strange that they're not talking about, you know, when they might next do another expansion. I mean, if they do it on the same pattern as before, we should expect that to happen again in the late fall. And we don't know where they're going because they have made 0 hints, but I think we can definitely make an educated guess. Drowsnake, I'm with you, and I like the fact that because they're doing them quarterly, they're more accurate, and each one feels a little bit juicier, right? Did we get the thing here? Yes, we did. Alright, somebody else doing the same thing. Chill breeze disturbs everything.
We must learn what we can from this shade. Let courtesy guide
Drowsnake, I just played through that recently. Hell yeah. But I honestly think we're going south next. And you can see why. Look at this. This is 100% why I think we're going south for the next expansion. And I need to start going around and getting more of these locations. To be fair, everybody has to rediscover everything in the Trollshaws, but there's no reason for me not to have Ireland's camp settled, or the Gladmere North Shore, probably. But there's no excuse not to have these places sorted out. But that's what you get when you only play the epic story, right? Where were these other ones in Mordor? Barthos, Eckard, and Edhill. Actually, look at this. I didn't realize this, but they have all both past and present Mordor stable masters on here. Interesting. Yeah, but I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna take us down here. Or have us take a ship. Imagine taking a ship from Pelargir and just going zoop. I think this is where we're going next. Yeah, I'm on a hunter. This is my 120 hunter on Anor. This is the first time Anor has had this content available. Barrier can help us out! Yeah! I don't think we'll actually get ship travel, like proper ship travel. I think we're going to wind up getting a teleport. Though I would be stupidly happy if we got a land bridge to the Southlands. Alright.
We must learn what we can from this shade. Let
Okay.
courtesy guide your words.
Alright. Gandalf, it's funny that you're saying that, sir. It's funny that you're saying that.
The bonds of sleep in which I was held have loosened, but some still remain.
Okay, he's slowly remembering. Ask only one thing. He asked for vengeance. Nay, not truly, for the target of my vengeance must be long vanished. I ask for peace, for a settled mind. I cannot yet remember the ambush that brought me low and ended the lives of my sons, but I know it was not the work of the orcs alone. I was betrayed, but I cannot see the face of my betrayer. I ask that you help me learn the identity of this traitor. The passage of time has brought him beyond my reach, but I will not rest until I know the reason for his treachery, and that I will take some comfort and find rest. What say you? I will help. Then my memory is yours. May the empty spaces in my recollection heal and provide some knowledge that will be of use to you.
What is it you wish to know?
Yay! You done dinged! You're level 121. Good job. Okay. Yes, the shade about an elf named Magaldir. They've said this name like two different ways. I've heard Magoldir and I've heard Magaldir. We don't know which one is which. Who fought for the last alliance? It's like, was it the last? Yeah, we call it the Great Alliance. It took years to assemble enough soldiers from many different lands and yet more years spent in fighting. We thought it was the end of the world. It seemed the war would last forever. I knew an elf named that. He befriended my sons, if I remember aright. I fought alongside them during the siege about Ador. Yet there was another too, a hunter, same as you. Ah. See, this is one thing that's really clever about how Standing Stone did this content. Is it's not a session play, but it has a few characteristics that resemble session play, in simply that you're not playing your own character. But the whole thing about a hunter very similar to you. And I'm actually super glad they turned this on its ear when they did the battle, or the Blood of Azog, and had you relive the life of Hermoth Stormhammer, I should say. So they use the same basic concept of you're somebody else in the past, but that time it's somebody specific. This time you're just some random person who just happens to look the same and has all the same gear, blah, blah. And that also makes it easier, because one of the problems with session play is that you're given a character whose class may or may not match yours, and whose skills almost definitely didn't. But they were interesting lore-wise, but if you're used to certain keystrokes and certain things happening, they were very difficult. Even, you know, after they revamped them and nerfed them a bit. Okay. Okay, I need to recover something from the orcs. And go to the camp and find something. A weather-stained coffer within the camp. Alright. Let's go find the stuff what a person extremely similar to me was. Now, one thing to bear in mind, and this kind of didn't strike me until much later. In fact, the most recent time I played through this sequence is the character who is very much like you was also killed at the disaster of the Gladden Fields. So if you think about it, You're playing somebody who has been dead for 3,000 years. Okay, I am definitely going to want to... I think I'm going to change up some of my skills at some point, though. I have a different lineup here than I do on my alt. I also have noticed I apparently did open the Allegiance Hall. So I am definitely going to need some gear. So my goal is to try to push as much of the epic as possible, but I will want to stop and do quests that will reward specific pieces of gear. That way I don't, you know, fall behind the curve. Though being on Anor, I don't have like a difficulty slider to have to worry about. Actually kind of found it kind of funny that Standing Stone had to disable, or they had to put in the NPC that turns on and turns off the difficulty slider from Treebeard and Shadowfax, because some folks were transferring their alts in from Shadowfax or Treebeard, and were winding up finding that they were Deadly 6 or whatever. And it was not a happy day for them. Oh. Okay, I need the coffer. Need to find the coffer. It's somewhere up here. Oh, I see it! I see it! That coffer is actually kind of small for a full Sodu armor. I'm not playing overly much. So tomorrow I should be streaming on the official DDO channel. DDO is currently previewing their next expansion a little bit. Showing off the new level 7 and level 32 hireling. It's a raptor named Teal. Yeah, a velociraptor. And also the two velociraptor mounts that are going to be part of the expansion pre-sale. And, you know, when you buy the expansion for real money and you get the goodies, it's going to be a raptor mount. And they're also previewing, the big thing they're previewing is the new race called the Tabaxi. The Tabaxi, or Tabashi, depending on which kind you're talking about, are a cat-like people in D&D 3.5 and 5e, 5th edition. And so they're coming into the game with their next expansion. It's going to be really super cool. And I did get in on their initial preview of it last night. Well, it was yesterday, but I didn't get to do it until like almost 9 because hell, I had to work. So I only did a quick pass and looking at the character customization just to give people a little bit of a taste of what it looks like. You can go to my YouTube channel, and the video is there if you want to take a look at it and see what it's all about. It's only about an hour long, so if you're really bored, you know. And let me go find. And somebody had to just mansplain me what the one dance I found in the test dojo was, which is hilarious. Anyway, let's do this. Let's go back and talk to Elrond.
This is very interesting.
The half-orcs must have pulled this chest from the mud as they scoured the Gladwin fields for treasure. Old pieces of equipment, small trinkets, and time-worn artifacts of unknown value. These things no doubt possess some meaning for their owner, but they're the half-orcs they would have seen of little worth. The chest must have remained in the mud, forgotten, ignored for many years. 3,000 of them, in fact.
There was one such as you who befriended my sons and fought alongside the Great Alliance.
Now, calling it the Great Alliance, I believe, is a Lotro invention. Because, of course, we knew about the last alliance of elves and men. But I think this might have been inspired... Well, I don't think it's inspired by, but it parallels something they did in Peter Capaldi's last episode of Doctor Who. Where they run across a soldier from what we would call World War II. And, you know, they bring the soldier into the TARDIS, played by Mark Gatiss, of course. And Peter Capaldi's doctor is doing his usual, you know, talking over everything, babble, and he's, you know, saying, this World War I soldier. And the soldier's like, what, World War I? Very, like, World War I? Like, there's more? And Capaldi's like, you know, judging by, you know, the appearance, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, oh, like the hammer fall. I'm like, but one? And then Capaldi's like, oh, spoilers. This is a similar concept here. Is that at the time it could be the Great Alliance. They didn't realize, you know, 3,000 years later, nothing else as cool or as dramatic happened among the free peoples ever since. So, yeah, I like that little twist. Okay. See, oh, here it is. After the war, she came north with us on that dune road and died there. So this hunter that he remembers... This hunter that he remembers died at the disaster of Gladden Fields. Okay, take as reward whatever items you will. She was a hunter, same as you. She would be pleased for her possessions to once service in the fight against evil. Take a look at these memories of the Great Alliance and we'll speak to you of the Siege of Mordor. And we're going to Mordor Besieged. So this was, again, I cannot stress how awesome this was. When I first heard about it, I was like, what the actual hell? I mean, I'm a lore nerd, but I'm like, we're gonna actually... I didn't honestly think there would be an actual time travel thing. I knew that they would have found a way, and I thought it would be more like an extended session play. But I really do dig the way they did this. Alright. Let us go to the past. Baradur, as it was 3,000 years ago. Okay, here we are in Dingarth, the pre-ruined Dingarth. Alright, after Dagger Lad, the Great Alliance threw down the Black Gate and marched into Mordor, but victory would not come swiftly. The siege would last for 7 long years. Okay. I'm still having difficulty justifying what Dingarth looks like now versus what it looked like in proper modern Mordor. Anyway. And of course, named character, Otar, named character. Kong. I've seen Kong around before.
You there! Listen to me, for this is urgent.
Oh, wait, before we talk to this guy, I'm gonna do this. Thank you for the follow, Zach. Appreciate you. Welcome to the party. Alrighty. Let's move forward.
King Isildur plans to return to Dingarth in order to inspect the defenses.
Hell yeah. And I gotta make sure I gotta impress the king. Yeah, you're gonna impress the king, alright. In a way you don't want to, sir. Okay, so we're gonna do the thing and get ourselves an awesome helmet. That's gonna definitely help, because look at that. Alright. Sorry, I keep coughing. I'm gonna blame my coworkers. Alright. Let's do the things. Get out of your room, you're playing Minecraft? Well, that sounds like a problem.
A task for you, soldier.
Minecraft is an awesome game. There's actually a rather massive project called Artacraft that is building as precisely a book-faithful replication of recreation is the word I'm looking for, of Middle-earth in Minecraft. It's freaking cool. I know you're joking. It's all good. It's all good. Wait, did that not pick up? There we go. Alright. It's doing some old content, but for this server, it's brand new content. This is the first day of this content on Anor. Like how my character is like browbeating people, shaming people into getting back to work. And I can understand wanting to rest. I mean, they're like 7 years into a siege. My character's already up in Rivendell having a nap. Because this is after the time she got stabbed by the Witch King, which I disagree with that whole thing. I understand why they had to do it, but the lore nerd of me is like, Okay. A resting soldier. So we're gonna see more players than I'm used to seeing in this content. Because this is the new hotness. This is indeed the new hotness. Okay, I need some more wood. And I need to talk to one more soldier. Oh, there's somebody who snagged the name Angel on their character on the server. Good job, you. You're a noob to Lotro? That is awesome. We love new players in our community. I'm going to pick this up so I don't forget it.
They sought to discourage him, but he would not be daunted. And so, though it pained them, Elrond and Círdan both came forward.
And the him in that is Gil-galad, the last High King of the Noldor. Alright, I'm gonna pick up this page too.
Through smoke and blood we pressed, but against Mordor's gates, even the Great Alliance broke like waves upon the strand. It was upon the battle plain of Dagorlad, where for months we had spent our blood against the enemy, that at last I understood the Elven King's power.
I have presents. You sent me presents? What do I get? Ooh. Pie! You sent me pie! And you sent me some Wayride. That's gonna be awesome! Thank you, Snorblum. I appreciate you. Let me put them on my hotbars. You know what? I'm not really gonna need those too much, so I'll put them here. Got some got some stuff. Gonna lock them so I don't accidentally sell them like a dingleberry. Save all of these as well so I don't sell them. Gonna save that. And we're gonna boop boop. Alright. And one more pile of wood. Lots of adventures coming your way in Lotro. One of the best things about Lotro, quite honestly, is the fact that it is the most faithful adaptation of the Legendarium that currently exists in video game format. There was always the thought that maybe the Amazon TV series, the Amazon MMO would provide some sort of competition in that regard, some healthy competition. But unfortunately, that did not happen because Amazon canceled the project. Very sad. And our very own Professor Corey Olson, it's something that I'd known for a while, but I didn't know how public it was. He said today on his broadcast, Other Minds and Hands, that he actually was a consultant on the Amazon Lord of the Rings MMO for a while. And he's still under NDA, so he can't tell us a damn thing about what was going on. NDAs are very important. That's saying.
You improved the defenses. Good. Good. Just in time.
Alright, let's go kick some orc ass. Let's do it. Let's go kick some orc ass. And because I took the time earlier today to level my crafting, I will be able to stop and hit up all of the Ithilskarn. Hell yeah. Because you knew I was going to. Because I logged in to see how far back I was. I'm like, this shouldn't be too difficult. And I just need to go get some ironfold stuff. And we're good. We're perfectly fine. It's all good. I need some orcses. My first Ithilskarn! It's pretty. Ooh, it's a rich one as well. Nice, nice. See, look how blue that is. Look how sexy that is. I like it! Okay, let's go find some orcs. Then go back and get our helmet. You got it? You jump over 30 homeless people. No, don't jump over homeless people. You're not Evel Knievel. And we're having some fun. So, again, my goal here is to try to shotgun through as much of the content as possible to get through to the epic story. However, I will always break for blue Skarn. Always break for blue Skarn. I will be on the official Lotro channel on Friday from 3 to 6 as usual. And we'll be picking up where I leave off tonight. Following in the footsteps of Professor Corey, who will be playing his character Grifflet in Gondor. Let's see. Dora Marth. Good old Dora Marth. And of course, Mount Doom. Mount Doom is down that way. And throw that away. It hasn't exploded yet because we are 3,000 years in the past. Can I find an orc? I don't want a warg, I want an orc. I want an orc. And I know there's a bunch of orcs down this way. There we go. That's an orc. Let's kick his ass. One! Ha ha ha. That was fun. One shot, one kill. Alright. Hey. Hey. Okay, actually I think this is a wolf den. This is not what I'm looking for. I can kill any of these guys. In fact, I'm going to have to. I have to remember I don't have a lot of really awesome gear on this character, but I will get some gear. I don't have crafters able to craft the gear here, but it's also the fact that crafting annoys me in Lotro past, like, Moria. Basically, I don't think they should ever gate crafting recipes behind reputation unless you make them bound to account. Having most of the recipes being not only basic landscape recipes, But also making them so you have to have some kind of reputation before you buy them sucks. Great big donkey balls. Hey. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, let's do this. Will we make it to 121 tonight? I don't think so. I'm gonna keep getting distracted by those. Hi. If I travel to Rivendell right now, theoretically, I would be able to find myself sleeping. Theoretically. But the thing is, there's no way to travel to current Rivendell, which is the unfortunate thing. But you can always go back to the room that you wake up in as a high elf. It's there. And in fact, as soon as I saw those little things off to the side near the door, the little water ponds, I'm like, can you fish in those? And of course, in the high elf intro, you don't have, you know, the fishing ability, but you can be damn sure that I went to that room after the fact, and for real, I totally went and fished in the ponds because that's what I do. I find new places that I can go fishing in and then don't level up my fishing. Unlike Big Ed Mustafa, who does the leveling of his fishing because that's important to him. That's one thing I like about this game. There's a lot you can do. A lot of gameplay options to support. There, you're dead. Okay. Investigate the sound of orc voices far to the south. I'm a little bit further south than these orc voices you're talking about, dudes. That's fine. So, she is a high elf. Which, you know, next week, you can create a high elf of your very own without spending a damn cent on the game. Hey, it's Magoldir! And a bunch of dead elves. I'm sorry, a bunch of dead orcs. My bad. Did they change his appearance? No, he always had short hair. So guess what? Elf with short hair.
I'm afraid you have come too late to join the festivities, friend.
Alrighty. You are called Magoldir, my sword is Orthidel. The rising star has proven the undoing of orcs and evil men for the long years of the siege. Why are you going to have a hissy fit, Drowsnake? Because elves have short hair? For those who are wondering, there are some people who are pissed off because Amazon has depicted elves not with long hair. Like, Elrond doesn't have flowing long hair. And, like, who gives a fuck? You think that elf hair lasts 3,000 years without growing? Come on. That's just plain gullibility! Yeah. Elrond's hair is about this short in the Amazon series. Right here. Look at that. Look at that! Alrighty. Return there now and relay word to this orc raiding party to whichever leader has the command. Alright, so you don't know who's in charge here and you don't care. I'm fine. Let's go. Let's go. Celestial, take me to the north, to Dingarth. And to great fortune and a new helmet. We're gonna pause on the way. You know, I'm gonna do a lot of this. Ithilskarn? Hell yeah. Because I love Ithils. I love the Ithilskarn. It's so pretty. I might have been drawing crystals lately for reasons. Because if you didn't know, 15-year anniversary is the crystal. It's like if you're giving somebody a present for their 15th anniversary, you give them crystal. So that might give you a little bit of a hint as to the artistic nature of the nature of the artistic endeavor that I'm giving to Standing Stone. I could technically give it to them tomorrow, but I want to embellish, and if I can get the embellishment done before, say, Monday, then I am going to give it to Standing Stone, and it's going to be awesome. Kill 'em Quicker has already seen the artwork, as has Eldaleth. At least they've seen it as it currently stands. Kill 'em has actually seen the current iteration, which has a quick sketch of the iterations that I've been talking about.
What can you say of the orcs? Dead?
Yes, they're dead. Everybody's dead, Dave. Okay, Isildur has chosen not to come here because you damn pissed him off, dude. He sent his sons. Okay. They can bestow neither land nor title, not while their father lives. Well, you know, they're all gonna be dead soon, just saying. We'll take our nice hat.
This disrespect cannot stand.
Okay, this guy needs to get out more, or, you know, this guy has too much gas going on right now. Okay, so helmet's gonna be a really large upgrade. Gonna love that. Double the vitality. Triple the physical mastery. Tripling the crit rating. Tripling the agility. And doubling, a little bit more than doubling the vitality. Hell yeah, let's go. Look at that. Talk to the sons. Okay. So we're going to talk about something that we're about to discover in the story, which I really, really liked. Where are the sons again? I think they're up this way. Maybe? No? And of course, Círdan the Shipwright, one of the few bearded elves in all of Lord of the Rings. Notwithstanding, look at that. He's got a little goatee going on there. And I love his outfit. I wish I could get a very similar variant of this outfit. I mean, I'm wearing the Bright Company outfit, which you'll see this in this content anyway, but they put it in the store. And it's raining outside. I can hear the rain through my headphones. Oh, the boys are back here. I thought they were back here by this fire. And of course there are dwarves. Oh, Viamikill. Okay, here we go.
Yes? Ah, thank you for the welcome.
But I must ask you not to use that name. At our uncle's request, my brothers and I have agreed to take on false names in order to hide that we are kindred with the kings. You're wearing various bits of armor that make you not common soldiery, dude. That doesn't help. You may call me Viamikill. If I do not respond to it, keep trying until I do. One day I will no doubt be used to the name, and when the day comes, the war will be over and there'll be no more further need to take these precautions. Alrighty. And he's having a bit of a laugh at how cranky that guy is. A fawning little man, more concerned with his own elevation than with the good of the kingdom. Okay. So the boys have been trolling that guy for years now, keeping him away from their father, because why the hell would you help somebody who's being a bit of a jerk? Oh, man. Okay, he likes me. That's nice. Let's have a meal. Okay, so we're going to meet the others. Okay. And here's what's really clever, is we know the names of all of Isildur's canonical sons, except only one of them is named in The Lord of the Rings, the appendices, or in The Hobbit. In this case, the appendices. And so, while we as, out of character and out of game know their names, we don't see those names in this game, other than the one who is named, because Standing Stone doesn't have the right to use those names. It's like Manwë, it's like these sons, it's like Auli, the first crafter who made the dwarves and could not destroy them because he loved them too much. When Ilúvatar told him to destroy his creation, he couldn't do it. So, if the names were not named in the right places, Standing Stone had to get creative. And this is how they got creative with this. And this is a perfectly logical idea to keep their identity secret. It works. And it's genius. Again, this whole bit of lore is freaking awesome.
This siege has lasted for years. It can wait for one meal.
Yeah, let's go have a snack, people.
This siege has lasted much longer than anyone expected. Or hoped.
Now, I was going to mow my lawn tomorrow, and I'm hearing this rain. I am not mowing my lawn tomorrow. I'm going to let it dry out. I mow it on Saturday if it's nice. I don't know. Is it going to be nice on Saturday, phone? Let me ask my phone real quick. Heavy rain forecasted. Yeah, I'm not mowing my lawn tomorrow for real. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, basically it's supposed to be nice for days. But the only day that I have that I can actually mow the lawn is going to be on Saturday. So I'll give it 2 days to dry out a bit. And then mow. Or else I could mow on my lunch break on Sunday. But nah. Oh, that is heavy. Heavy. Anyway, back to content. Okay, the youngest brother, Valandil, was born in Rivendell and remained there with my mother when we returned to Gondor in the war. You've not seen him since. You're not going to see him again. He's just a lad of 4 years. Well, he must be nearly 11 now. Okay, so Valandil was the only one named in the books, in the stuff that Standing Stone has the rights to using, which, again, very fascinating that how they came with this, you know, and it makes perfect sense. In a wartime footing, you don't want to give the bad guys a hint, but you're still gonna know. I mean, you're still wearing the icons of the king. Come on. They're gonna know you're important at least. So Isildur had 3 sons. One is in Rivendell. Your true brother has taken the name Ornahar for purposes of secrecy. My foster brother's name is Tarandil. So foster brother, but not blood brother. And this will become important once we find out who Tarandil actually is. And then find out again who is... Yes. Tarandil is a completely Standing Stone creation. We'll find out twice who he is. It's going to be amazing. Okay. He's getting impatient, and he's like, what? Can't remember life before the siege. I know it was years ago, but it seems a foolish thing to say. Cannot agree with him. Were he my brother by blood, perhaps it would be different, but it's not so. He and the other sons of Isildur are my foster brothers, for the king took me to foster following our arrival on the shores of Middle-earth. So... Oh, by the way, Valandil was the last baby born on Numenor before Numenor was destroyed. If I recall correctly, Valandil was the last one. Let me Google real quick to make sure. Who was the last man born on Numenor? I lied! Meneldyl was the last man born on Numenor, according to TolkienGateway.net. About 1 year old at the time of the downfall, he would have been carried into Middle-earth. In his father's ship were Isildur and Anor established a new realm under the joint leadership. So he died in Third Age 158 in Gondor. So, yeah. Yeah, I was wrong. But Valandil, the son of Isildur, is the only one that Standing Stone can explicitly name. Cool, cool. Okay, we're not here to argue. We're here, but basically, this is telling us that he was born in Numenor. So we're gonna sit by the fire. And we're gonna listen to the boys talk. And I'm gonna turn off nameplate so we can read this. Maldoran is the other brother. So there are 3 full-blooded brothers. I guess no, Isildur had 4 sons. And so we're sitting to have a meal, but we're actually just talking when none of us are actually eating. Here, I will... Here, one of us will eat while you talk. Oh, it's nearly his birthday. Something like that, Jawsnake. Your lack of a woman. Oh my god. Ah! Shots fired. The Thayuda, we already know, are the precursors to the Rohirrim. No, let me rephrase that. We don't know that yet. We will learn that the Thayuda are the precursors to the Rohirrim. And he's concerned because the boys are picking on him. It's interesting that they don't give a code name to Valandil, but then again, he's local, so... But if you think about it, if they know Valandil is the son of Isildur, and they're mentioning that they are the brothers of Valandil, duh! But, you know, you gotta kind of slip, you know, in the references in there that you can get. Okay, so Tarandil is actually the eldest. And... the true sons, the sons by blood, were not born on Numenor, but he was. The Ring of Air and the Ring of Fire. They did not have the third ring with them. Likely it was some feat of elf magic, if magic it was, that destroyed the gate. Okay. Thought if they knew anything of the recent Gazaboran, men such as they are sometimes here. Do you know what has happened to the men and dwarves that went to face the Gazaboran? The storm of wrath. Basically like the Golden Horde from real life history. Has swept across Europe. Swept across Asia into Europe. Also known as the Mongol Horde. And what happened was that they only turned aside because of the death of the Great Khan, from my understanding. And basically, Europe was spared getting their asses handed to them. If the Runhoth that make up the Gazaboran were a threat to us, they would arrive by now. The Longbeards! Oh, and the Thayuda will defeat the Storm of Wrath and return to victory. Their fighting prowess is well known. And their foes cannot match them. It is not the fate of King Doran to be slain by Easterling warriors. I dare say Hunruk Hundred Slayer will need a new epithet once his victory against the Horde is complete. Fear not. It will be any day now, perhaps in time for his birthday. Would you stop making fun of his birthday? Alright, they're gonna do an inspection. Alright, let's turn names back on.
Dean Garth is as prepared as it needs to be.
Okay. What say you to returning to Adambel with us? Absolutely. Let's do it. What do you want?
I don't want anything, really.
Oh. If you can get him to shut up for a few minutes, that would be awesome.
Ah, he's always like this. Tarandil never wants anything.
Okay. So they're going to give him an end to the war as a birthday present. Go slay some orcs and some wargs and collect trophies. We know where they're to be found. Let's go get them. Now there are a bunch of other quests I can do for leveling, which I might consider doing. Hey, look, it's Snorblum. Watch this, watch this. Chat. Set that beard on fire. Alright, I'll let you get on with your game time. Ooh, lightning outside. Alrighty, let us go and kill some things. Thunder! I'm also gonna pick up some snag branches. Just enough to get my forestry leveled. And I'll of course get hides that help. It's gonna be easier leveling forestry than the other thing. Oh, hello, Mr. Warg. There we go. Now, the thing about this content is we know the end of the story. Pretty much everybody dies. All the named people die. But it's the telling of the story that I find fascinating. Look. Here a warg, there a warg, everywhere a warg. Oops, I didn't mean that. And I'm playing a Redline Hunter, if I recall correctly. I think I'm red. Yeah, I'm Redline, aren't I? Yeah, I'm Redline. And yes, I have no clash rate points. It's fine. I am not the min-maxing sort of player, and honestly, unless I get myself in a lot of trouble, I'm not going to worry about grinding up all the clash rate points. Because that's one thing about LOTRO. The game is so big. There's so much stuff to do on any individual character if you want to max things out. It's like, I don't have time for that. I've got a job and a half. Let's see what else I have. I think I have my racials, though. I do have my racials. So, I have Wrath of the Highborn. I have the speed boost. I do have the blade. The blade one. I also have the light type damage, and then I have the one that gives me those additionals. I don't need this because I'm a hunter. If I were like a minstrel, I would definitely go for that one, slot that one instead. Don't really care about going to Kiras Galathon because hello hunter. And I don't run with people, so I don't need the Grace of Valinor. And the stun is interesting, but I'm not sure how many people actually use that. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's kill another warg, because it's fun. Killing wargs for fun and pleasure. Fun and profit. Okay. Now let's go find some orcses. Might as well just go straight down the road and go get them from there. Trying to also keep an eye on the clock because once Corey starts streaming the Nature of Middle Earth over on the Signum U channel, I will wrap things up here so I can go hang out over there because, you know, I do actually enjoy his class. Elda with the raid! Welcome, raiders! Hello, how the hell are you? We are doing content on the legendary world of Anor because it's now available to come to the past and pretend to be somebody who's remarkably similar to your character. And I'm mainly here to find out what you get for finishing the epic story and also what you get for hitting level cap. The curious thing is, am I going to hit the level cap, which on Anor is now 130, before I finish the epic story? Elda, did you bring me some cookies? I want some cookies. Actually, I don't want cookies because I just like stuff supper in my face right before the stream. And I'm off for the next 3 days, which is hell yes. Though I do have to do laundry tomorrow night. And normally I would do it on the Wednesday night, but I noticed that there's this lady who does cleaning at the laundry facility on Wednesday nights. And so I'm like, yeah, no. I will go on a different night of the week. Because generally, if I go on the correct night of the week, there's nobody there and I can just, you know, sit there and read a book in peace. Which, I have a really good book to read, which is Sylvanas, the story of the same named character from World of Warcraft, written by my acquaintance, Ms. Christy Golden, the Amazing. Thief Kitty would like you all to know he is present, and I am not paying attention to him. I have a thief kitty. You all now have a thief kitty. Look, we have a thief kitty. He has a purr. He has a purr. Alright, I need to kill 2 more wargs. And after the stream, I am going to go log into DDO to get my daily dice, because I haven't done that yet today. I've been freaking busy. And then I'm going to start filling up my appointments for PAX East. Hell yeah, I'm excited. Okay, we're going to Adam Bell. He has decided he's going to become the pepcac. He is the problem that exists between chair and keyboard. So the last time I think I played through this area of content. Hello, Bella Blair. Oh no, you're going for my Skarn! How dare you! It's my Skarn. Let me get the snag branches, because I'll be less likely to pick those up, so I'll need more of them. Need to focus a little bit more on getting them. There we go. We got the snag branches. So, was it the last time I was here? Maybe. I think it was actually. The most recent time I remember doing this content, I was on my main. Actually, I wasn't doing this content. I had just come back here on my main expressly for the purpose of kicking the Nine's asses. For those who remember, the Nine are pathing around as roving threats in this area. And even at level cap, you might have trouble with it unless you're like a regular raider. Aww. Listen to him purr. And my good friend MVP rolled in to help out as I realized that I was not going to be able to do this on my own. And so we did okay. We got to the Witch King, finally. And then the Witch King kicked our asses. Twice, I think. And then Guerendis showed up to help out. And then we got Cordovan to show up to, because he wanted to, you know, have part. So the 4 of us took on the Witch King. MVP and I died like 3/4 of the way through the fight. And it was just Guerendis and Cord. And Cord struck the killing blow. Cordovan killed the Witch King on his champion. So proud of that man. Hi. If I'm really lucky, I might get to see him at PAX next week. That makes me happy. So, trolling Cord in person is always so much fun. Actually, shooting the shit with him in person is always fun. Alright. Talk to King Isildur, who's right there. Alright. Oh, they smell terribly, but I tell you true that my brother usually smells much worse. The king. And also, by the way, this is something that Standing Stone got wrong. Then again, the Peter Jackson movies also got it wrong. For those who've read The Nature of Middle-earth, Numenorian men, presumably because of their kinship with the elves, thank you Elros, don't have beards. Not a damn one of them are supposed to have beards. But I do like his double-handed axe. That looks pretty badass. That would be a nice cosmetic to have. But again, I always have a love-hate relationship with, you know, featured NPCs having really badass armor or weapons. Because I want them, but I also respect the fact that my character wouldn't have as good of things as the lore characters.
Do not encourage my sons in this foolishness, or you will risk my anger.
Okay.
cannot blame them for relaxing their guard.
And again, we're gonna get something that's gonna be a huge freaking upgrade. Hell yeah. Alright. And then there's his corpse. Well, I'm not actually not his corpse. The remains of his soul. Shade.
Alas, I now know what I did not know then.
He did not think to outlast us with time alone. It was with purpose he waited, biding his time. He knew what we did not. The Boron had won a decisive battle against the armies that had gone to face it. Even now, the storm of wrath moved in the direction of Mordor, chasing the defeated Theuda and Longbeards before it. We got some freaking rumbles going on outside, chat. So, I'm going to warn you, there is a slight possibility that I might lose power because thunderstorm going on outside. So, if that happens, it's gonna suck, but just wanna let you know. Okay. Get lulled into complacency. Forgive the interruption. I return now to my tale.
We need sharp blades and sturdy armor if we are to be prepared.
And by the way, I want these things to be colorable. Standing stone. This is the only reason I don't wear this entire horses. I want that filigree lantern so fucking mad. And the filigree, the designs on the saddlebags. Standing stone. I want those so bad. Okay. Okay. Give whetstones to everybody. Oh, and now we're gonna conduct a little bit of hobbitry to the High King himself. This is gonna go well. This is gonna go so well. Thief Kitty, why are you howling? Why are you howling, boy? Meow. 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 He has a howl. Alright, let's find some idle soldiers who need to be schooled in what they ought to be doing. Eartur, the Prince of Belfalis, who is, of course, the ancestor of Imrahil. His armor is actually pretty damn fancy in his own way. I mean, it's the Swan Knight armor. But definitely not as colorful as his descendants.
Prepare for battle.
Alright. And of course we have a whole Budlin up here. Who will become important in the story later on.
But that, he guesses not. It may help us before the end. The foe fled before us, and we marched to the last great siege.
Hobhook is clearly a hobbit. And cat hair. Don't you argue with me, you gave me cat hair. They give me cooties, only cat hair. Okay. We're gonna ignore side quests. We're focusing on the main. Cat hair. Jesus.
I will not spurn the gift.
Yeah, let's pick the stable master because that would be awesome.
Listen well to my orders.
Do I have to? I think we'll probably have another 15 minutes in us because Corey is famous for not starting on time because, you know, family pressure, you know, family obligations and whatnot.
Thank you, friend. I will make use of the whetstone and the warning.
Okay, one more to the soldiers and the sons of Isildur. Is there another idle soldier around here? I'm not worried about the siege equipment. That might actually be a good thing to work on. I think there's one up there that I have to find. You know what? While we're doing circles, let's ride, shall we? Let us ride. Once we're done, we'll actually I'll probably rage it over to Professor Corey because he's gonna be teaching the nature of Middle Earth. We're coming toward the end of that that class, so. Oh. You're supposed to actually talk to the boys. Give one to each.
Thank you for the whetstone and my father's warning, though I needed neither.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna deliver some sauce. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna deliver some sauce to the High King. Because his grandson is a little bit of a dork. Rumble, rumble, rumble. And of course, the High King looking a bit ragged.
The tedium of the hours is a dangerous foe for an army at rest.
Alright, we're gonna train with the soldiers. Leave the jesting for tavern keepers and stable boys. Damn. He's the blood of kings. He should act like it. Got stared at sternly by the High King. I don't want to get in trouble for your grandsons being dorks. Alrighty.
It is the command of the High King. Let us begin.
Alright, I'm gonna actually do these siege things up here since they're glowing and annoying me. If I get 10 of them, then I will get some XP. Yeah, I think if I can find like side quests that I can do at the same time I'm doing something else, that's the way I'd prefer to do them. Don't want to focus a lot of time. If I'm gonna waste time, I would rather do it mining.
Already.
Alright, gotcha.
I am ready for you. Hold nothing back.
Okay, Heartseeker. Ha ha ha. So, if you were on Bull Roar earlier today, and you hung out near no bottle, or on the road to Tyfield, you got to hear some, and hung out for a while because it takes a little while for it to happen. You might have been able to hear some brand new music from Mr. Bill Champagne, and it's really good, really good. And I'm happy they reused some of the old Shire music. The OG Shire music, which is actually something they've been doing for a while now, is they've been mixing and matching. Like here in Mordor, they used a bunch of old Chance Thomas themes, like the combat theme, I think is one from Chance. And interspersed it with new stuff that Bill wrote. Because, you know, Bill's got a an actual job at Standing Stone that's not just being the composer. He is the head of QA. So yay, he doesn't fix bugs. QA actually doesn't fix bugs, if you didn't know that. QA identifies and gives a good solid repro on bugs and ships those things off to the developers whose job it is to actually fix things. So anytime you roll into a stream featuring the community manager and you tell him go fix whatever in the game, he doesn't know how to do that. That's not his job. That is not his job. Who is there? You're just standing there, and because I haven't turned the quest in yet, that's why. I want to see if there's any more of these I can do. Friend Lance is streaming. Friend Lance that works at Blizzard. I am running out of friends who used to work at Blizzard. I like friends like this friend who works at Blizzard, and I'm like, well, they don't work there anymore. In fact, now I am down one of the one person at Blizzard that I talked to the most. Recently left to go work at TikTok. Because apparently TikTok wants to do some game streaming, some actual streaming, like this streaming, to maybe compete with Twitch. Which is, in my opinion, a very interesting prospect. Will you let me click on your name? Thank you very much. There we go. So we need 2 more of those to finish that out. One's fine. I think it's like every other one is messed up. Could be wrong though. Nope, this one's messed up. It's in disrepair because people have been screwing around on the job. So I'll be streaming some more Lotro on Friday on the official Lotro channel. I will not be streaming tomorrow evening because I will be raiding with my friends and colleagues in the Lonely Mountain Band. We are going to go back and do the Drygok raid in Enidwythe because we want to go do the Drygok raid, and we're all going to be over level, we're zerging it, it's all kinds of fun chicanery, because of course with the Drygok raid you can instantly die no matter what level you are, because of the instant kill mechanics. If you step in the wrong place during the gauntlet, you're screwed. You are screwed. Okay, where's the prince again?
I have orders for you, soldier. Prepare
That's
for
fine.
battle.
Alright, I'm not gonna bother with your side quest, sir. I got some for XP, and that's all I wanted, was a little bit of XP. I've got a deed bestowed. I don't want to gain respected standing in the Great Alliance. Hey, there's a familiar face. He's standing with a sword upright. Let's go take a look at his sword real quick. He's just kind of chilling there. It's a really nice sword. I mean, it kind of looks like the appearance of Gandalf's sword in a little bit different. I think the pommel is pretty much in the shape of the blade where it curves in and then curves out like this. That's also pretty much the same, but it has different writing on the blade and a different hilt. Which, of course, is Glamdring, former one thing I dislike about this quest, and I've always disliked it, is the fact that I love the banners. The banner hides the quest ring. How many times have I forgotten where these boys are?
It's only a bit of fun, my friend.
I will take a whetstone, and gladly. My own sword could use the sharpening.
Alright, so we're getting a chest plate that's going to be bum diggity here. It's going to look like that. Let's make it look blue, because you know that's what I do. Let's make it look blue. Not too much different. Awesome sauce. Alright, let's take it.
It is no accident that brought me hither.
Okay, we want to scout, we want to kill things, we want to talk to Magoldir on the northern slope of Mount Doom. Okay, keep looking for me. And give it an errand for which you might be well suited. You are sent to scout the southern reaches at the behest of Glorfinda, leader of the Glenathrim, the Bright Company. Which is, of course, the outfit that I'm wearing is the outfit of the Bright Company. Alrighty. You do not belong to that esteemed group, but I tell you what you surely know. If an elf of the Bright Company asks you to do something, only a fool or a coward would refuse, and I deem myself neither. Alrighty. Let's go do some scouting, shall we? Okay, let's go this way. Let's go kill things and kill more things. And again, I'm keeping an eye out in Corey's chat to see if he is actually in chat yet. He is, so he should be starting up pretty soon, actually. So this might be a good spot. This might be a good spot. Let me just take a look here. I'm gonna go to their channel, and I might as well say our channel because I maintain it. Okay, Corey has not yet updated the show title yet, so that's a thing. Alright. He'll get to it momentarily, I'm sure. Okay, let's go kill some things, and I'll just wait till the stream goes live to do anything. Hello. Little Skarn. Give me the Skarn. You count as a foe. Hell yeah. Sometimes this game has a curious definition of what is considered a foe. Like, sickle flies count as a foe of Gondor in the anniversary, which is coming up next week. I'm so excited. We also have had some hints as to what the anniversary gifts will be this time around. We don't know the entire nature of them, but it sounds pretty intriguing, I must say. So we will find out soon enough next week. Then I imagine Cordovan has a thing set up, ready to go with all the details. Or if not yet, it's probably still in the works or out for localization. Which is generally the thing he has to worry about. Six. Like, all of these Kraban count as foes. Well, Kraban are spies, so they're definitely foes. What I could do is this. There we go, 9 and 10, without hardly stepping outside my door. He hit me with something. How rude. You know what I didn't do? I didn't actually put on my new outfit, did I? No. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Hell yeah. Big boost. Okay, what does this thing actually look like? Interesting. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so we killed a number of foes, and now we just need to find the scouting place, which is a ways over this way. Let's see how much of those I have. Not nearly enough. Maldoom! Before it blows its top, because a certain tousle-haired hobbit tried and failed to throw a ring in it. So somebody else decided to dance his way into completing the job. So Frodo never actually completed the quest for the ring. Gollum did. True story. Crabon, they're sea creatures? Ha 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 ha. That's a pun worthy of our friend Zinger. I always appreciate a good pun. They're very punny. Scary place!
Now let us see what we might spy from the height.
Okay, now we get to ride all the way back to Ekkad in Idhil. Alright, good times. It is all rumbly outside my house right now. See, I'm actually wearing the Rivendell armor set for my war steed. Except I don't like the thing that goes over their mane. And I don't like the fact that you can't colorize the piece that goes over their butt. I has a sad. Makes me so sad. Let's go find the dwarf town. I lied, let's go find the elf town. Now I want crab cakes. It's your fault, Zarevden. I want crab cakes. The good news is, I'm going to be able to get crab cakes soon. Not only is my...
To don both, Elrond said. Never did even the mightiest of the Gwathi Myrdain dare to wear two. But Gil-galad's mind was set, and he would not be swayed.
2 of the 3. So... on my trip to Boston for PAX next week, I fly through Baltimore, which, if, as usual, since I'm flying Southwest, I wind up at one particular place. Rude. How dare you, sir or madam? Yeah, that's the best I can do here. I live in a landlocked state. Hello, Ohio. Well, Ohio's not technically landlocked. We do have Lake Erie at the north, but I'm at the other end of the state, so my part of the state is landlocked. So, any seafood here is immediately going to be a much less quality than any seafood that you can get. You like the cheap-ass shit in Boston or Baltimore. So, Baltimore is famous for crab cakes and their crab cake sauce and their crab cake, or their crab-flavored chips. Anytime I fly into BWI, the Southwest Terminal has a place that sells crab cakes. So, my plan is, if my layover is long enough, I'll get me some damn crab cakes and take them with me to Boston. Or, you know, if the layover is long enough, I'll just eat them right there in Baltimore. And then, of course, in Boston, they have seafood out the ass because they are not landlocked. They're the opposite of landlocked. This is not what I'm supposed to... No, I need to open one more. You live in Alberta. Oh my goodness. You live in Kazakhstan. But hey, you have maple syrup, don't you? I mean, that's a Canadian thing. Wait, is Edmonton in Alberta? Wait, this is Dingarth. Did I miss a corner? Druid, are you being a dingleberry again? Ah, it's the wolf canned! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away! Ow! Leave me alone. There's no way in hell I can take on the wolf canned in this character. No. Not by myself. I think we'll eventually get to go to canned and probably maybe the expansion coming up? Question mark? Question mark? Maybe not canned. I can almost... I want to think that we're going to go to Umbar simply because we've had so much story in the Black Book of Mordor that was talking about going down to Umbar and the Vandasar and shit like that. And I'm thinking, yeah, sounds like a really good bit of story. Okay. Got this place. Let's go find the entrance and go talk to Magaldir, who's up here. And I love all these elven outfits that I can't have. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I want that outfit. I want that outfit. I don't want your outfit. That does not look like a man who's going to war. Why'd you bring your crown with you, sir? I like these outfits. I think the Avorum are the ones I like the best. Why? Because their outfits are blue. Hi. And silver. And of course, you got the sigils of the dwarves down here. The mark of the lords of Gundabad, the Three Peaks. Hello. This is not Khazad-dûm. And of course, these are the ones from the Lonely Mountain. So the fact that they put all of this stuff in here, and of course, the symbols of the elves, if you didn't know, this banner of the elves hangs in all over the place in Minas Tirith after the wedding. Because, hello, Arwen. See, yours looks pretty cool. I mean, having the white and then being silver on that, that's pretty neat. But I still dig the blue ones because they have that deep blue in the middle. I love it. Let's take the page, though.
And this thought now haunts my dreams. If the elf rings hold such power, what strength might dwell within that of the Dark Lord himself?
Celeborn, when he was 3,000 years younger. Celeborn, aka the Prince Philip. The Prince Philip of Middle-earth. And of course his king, Amroth, who will not survive too much longer. I love Amroth's armor, though. Some bellies. Okay. Let's go talk to Magoldir, because we have more of the Vorium over here.
We have arrived, and now I must deliver my report.
Okay. Let's do this instance,
way,
and I
my
think
friend.
that'll be it.
Glorfindel and the Bright Company have accomplished many heroic feats in service of High King Gil-galad. But be not overawed. I have found them friendly and approachable, both.
Alrighty. you boys talk. I'm gonna look at your outfits because I love your outfits. Oh, okay. Give me a moment. Gil-galad looks actually very different. His character model looks very different. Not just the armor. I mean, obviously armor, and I love the ethereal crown. I mean, that looks like elf magic. That looks like this is a high lord of the elves. It definitely dresses the part. And then we've got this elf over here, Lendelin, I think. Yeah, Lendelin, who is not a book character. Where is he? Fifi says hello. I'm sorry. Let's get back to our story because I'm gonna go watch Professor Corey soon. I am captain of the Glennothram. The Bright Company, we were tasked by High King Gil-galad to undertake some of the most dangerous missions on behalf of Elvenkind. You have not heard of us? That is good, for none of us expect or desire glory. All we seek is defeat of evil wherever it lies. It lies now in Mordor. We are few in number, like my cat. That does not cause us to shirk from danger. Shink from danger. Shink. Alright. Meet you now, Lendelin, the closest and wisest of my counselors. Watch him closely, for he shares our purpose, but possesses more wisdom than any elf I have known. He's my trusted confidant and a dear friend. Aww. Glorfindel speaks glowingly of my wisdom, but he boasts overmuch. I seek only the destruction of evil, and take no praise for myself. If there is glory to be had, divide it among every member of the Bright Company, and give no greater portion to one elf or another. Yes, at the lighthouse... Here we go. At the lighthouse of Calaterian, I spoke the words that shattered Sauron's control over the Vandasar perched atop the tower, but I could not have reached it without the others of the company. Give praise to all or to none. I think you seek to avoid your own share and give too much of it to others. We're back in the present. Why has the old man interrupted the telling of my tale? Does he desire to hear no more of it? It was only at your behest that his that I began to speak of this sorrowful time. And if you did not intend to finish, he should never have had me start. Glorfindel and Elrond are like, Many of the events in life that seem mountains only when they pass. Corey is live. So once we complete this instance, we are going to... Oh, and here's something else that's super clever, by the way. Vandasar. The Vandasari were the Oath Stones of Numenor. And here's something else that Standing Stone did that makes sense based on the lore, but kind of like tips a little bit of the lore on its ear, and I love it. The treasures brought from Numenor to Middle-earth by my father and brother long ago. 7 only survived the realm's fall, but 7 were enough, and indeed would prove to be too many. They were the Oath Stones, and they were set upon the borders of the kingdoms we founded. 3 in Arnor and 4 in Gondor, to make peace with the tribes that lived nearby. These were the Oath Stones of Arnor. Helcasar of Forachel, pale blue. Taurasar of Rudour, pale green. Ambosar of Cardalin, red-brown. These were the Oath Stones of Gondor. Landisar of Rovanian, golden brown. Orosar of Erech, deep black. No, so Orosar of Erech, deep black. Erisar of Harad, clear crystal. Why do I think we're going to see it? Naldasar of Rune, a white silver. Why do I think we're going to go see it? There was a power in them, but it was Sauron's malice that turned vows sworn upon an oathstone into bonds of enslavement. He searched for the Vandasari, attempting to weaken our allies, and subvert them for his own ends. He found Erisar, the crystal oathstone my brother Anarion set atop the lighthouse of Calaterion at the harbor of Violonde. With its dark arts, he used it to compel the service of the Haradrim. As we worked to assemble the Great Alliance, it was the Bright Company that journeyed to Umbar and broke Sauron's control over Erisar and the enslaved Haradrim. This ensured the Great Alliance need not contend with an army from the south when it reached Dagorlad, which might have proved insurmountable. Oh, Professor Corey, what did you not do? Hang on. Un momento, por favor. What did Corey do? Corey forgot to change his header. I will fix it for him in a few minutes. Alright. And Gandalf's like, what, 7 stones? What brought they from the foundered lands over the flowing sea? 7 stars and 7 stones and 1 white tree. And here's the bit. I always believed the 7 stones referred to by this rhyme of lore were the Palantiri, the seeing stones that Elendil brought from Anor to these shores. Can it be the Palantiri were the stars of the rhyme and the Vandasari were the stones? How can I not have known this? What strange fog has clouded my knowledge on their account? And yet these oath stones have no place in my memory. Because Tolkien didn't write about them, sir. Was this the last of the interruptions I must endure? I will continue my tale if all agree to still their tongues. He is a king, of course, used to commanding others to do his will. Alrighty. Let us finish our task.
We must not let Sauron's inaction lull us to sleep.
Let us renew our attention and maintain our guard, and perhaps we will catch unawares the Dark Lord himself. His is a singular evil, for every command comes from Barad-dûr, when to attack, when to retreat, and when to mask his intention. Against this stands our alliance, and its strength comes from the unity of our separate peoples. It is Gil-galad's belief that Sauron will try to sever those bonds, and in doing so, he will reveal our greatest weakness and strike our vulnerability. But instead, he's pulled back his hand, abandoning all pretense of engaging us in serious combat. It puzzles me that the Dark Lord has drawn his forces back this fashion. What is he planning?
Rare is the puzzle we 3 cannot solve.
Alright, I'll be getting some new boots. But soon. I am going to... It's a mystery to me and Gil-galad, and to Lindell, my closest advisor. Rare is the puzzle we cannot solve. Hunter, by that itself is worrisome. Magoldir is not the only scout who has reported stillness on the plateau of Gorgoroth. I possess a number of such reports now, and each tells a similar tale. Fewer enemy patrols than before, and a reduction of the number of the foes assaulting the encampments of the men or elves. I will inform Gil-galad of these reports, but I ask that you bring the word to the leaders of Gondor. I understand Elendil is in council, and I would not have him disturbed, but if you bring these reports to one of his sons, they will deliver word to him when he is free. Seek out Isildur or Anarion at Adnabel. I am troubled by these reports, but cannot say precisely why. Perhaps the son of Elendil can pinpoint the reason behind my worry and speak such words that will abate it. Okay. We'll take the quest and hang on to it for Friday. Yay! So tomorrow night I will be on Langevall raiding. Will not be streaming. However, you can find me streaming on the DDO channel, playing my Alchemist on twitch.tv/DDO stream at 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 6. And then Friday on the official with this character. We're going to have some fun. Anyway, you know the drill. Be good. And if you can't be good at it, or meow like Thief is doing all over the damn place, because that's what thieves do. Alright. I will talk to you another time. Alright, I'm going to raid you on over to Professor Corey, because that's the thing we can do around here. Except, you know what? the official is live right now. Let's send you over. Corey won't notice a raid, but we'll send you on over to the official Lotro channel, where El Galadwin is streaming right now. And after her, later on, will be French Girl Gaming. Good times. All right, let's do the things. And I will talk to you hopefully soon. Bye now.